Welcome to a very special Let's Play. And by special, I mean retarded. Which, I know could fit for many of my Let's Plays, but still. In case you can't tell, I don't think it was mentioned in that text. This is a Let's Play for... Go on, show it. Not yet. Oh, tension's killing me. That's right. Rise of the Robots for Commodore Amiga CD32. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, interesting is a good word for that. I had some time on my hands. I felt like punishing myself, so I kind of wanted to play this game and thought, why not record it? So here I am, showing you this abomination. Ooh, cutscenes. Pretty. And that's about the only positive thing you're gonna hear me say about this game. Pretty cutscenes. Ah, this text thing is annoying. I mean, really annoying. They only did this, I think, to pad out the loading times between the cutscenes, because if you press the fire button while the text is on, it takes a few seconds to load the next cutscene, so yeah. Don't know why, it's a CD-based system, but whatever. More text! Yay! This is the most ridiculous thing here. Wow. Who thought that was a good idea? That's not story, that's not anything. Calculating access code. Slowly. If you're wondering why I'm using this version and not the PC version, there's a very good reason for this. I do have the PC version, yes, I do own more than one version of this game. I'm a sick person like that. But I'm gonna get to why I'm not using the PC version for this Let's Play later on, not right now. I've also played pretty much any version of this game that's available. I've played the Genesis version, the Super Nintendo version, the 3DO version, and the CDI version of this game. So I can tell which... I know a lot of useless trivia about this game. Oh yeah, now we get to loading screen, to the yeah, main screen, the menu screen, really. Woo! And now you hear the advertised magnificent music by Brian May. It's really just a loop of this. I'm playing on easy with no timer. Cinematics on, yes. Free bouts, yes. Shadows on. I mean, why would you want them off? I don't get that. And let's start. Now start. In single player mode, you always play the blue cyborg, or slightly grayish blue cyborg, as you can see right now. That's our first opponent. I'm playing on easy because this game, at least in this version, has this quirk that if you play through it once on any difficulty that I know of, I haven't played it on hard yet, you have to play through it again before you get to the final boss. You know, you play through it once on easy, then you play through it again on medium, automatically upping the difficulty. That's why I didn't select medium. It's kind of a stupid thing to do, just used to pad out the length of the game. And still, this video I suspect will come in under 30 minutes, you know, or the set. As you can tell, graphics are quite good for the time, big characters. But oh my god, that's pretty much the only thing that's good about this game. As you can tell already, I'm using a very powerful combination of jumping and kicking, which is decimating the enemy. I mean, look. Really? Is that supposed to be for real? It's really, really easy. It's basically a combination of kick, fu, and jump kicks that you can use to win this game. There's another thing you can do, you can punch, but that really isn't useful at all, you know, and this other thing just works way too well. So why would you use the anything else? And there's one special move your cyborg can do, which is kind of like Johnny Cage's shadow kick, only, you know, a really retarded version of it, because it's not a kick. It's basically you lean forward with your shoulder and give the opponent a shoulder bump. That's all it is. And wow, yeah, I know that sounded retarded because that's what it is. It is quite retarded. I know I say retarded a lot, but in this case I really mean it. This Let's Play is going to be a lot of me basically reviewing this game because there's so much to bitch about when it comes to this. If you've already noticed, you might have noticed, I don't know, the entire playing area is one screen. It doesn't scroll. It's just one small screen. So if someone's trapped in a corner, you pretty much got them there. They can't get out. You know, not that that matters with these enemies, you know, they just don't know what to do. They just don't know how to fight. And this one, he looks imposing, right? Well, guess what? He's the easiest one. You trap him in the corner and jump. I won't have to move a single muscle in my fingers right now. I'm just keeping the fire button pressed and the D-pad in the upright position. You know, that's all it is. Not moving a single muscle. Yeah, okay, now I just mixed it up a little bit with kicking. But if I weren't kicking, he would just stay ducked. And once again, why I didn't use medium for start, because while it's easy to play through on medium as well, which you'll see later on when we do the second round of this, it's impossible to win on hard. And I do mean impossible. Maybe for some people it's not impossible. I know someone who can play through this game on hard, but he's a fucking lunatic. And I know there's a lot of people out there who can play through pretty much any game, like without losing a life, without getting hit. There's always someone who can do it, but the general public couldn't play through this game on hard. Because, as you can tell, even though he's ducking or blocking here, I'm taking off quite a bit of health every time. In hard, when the opponent is ducking, blocking, whatever, you don't take off health. So, you're pretty much fucked. You know, not that this is a fair game or anything, because I'm just basically using the same tactic all the time. Kicking and jump kick. But, really, you only have 3 basic moves. That's kicking, jump kick, and punch. That's the 3 moves you have. So it's not really like it's cheating or cheesing out this thing. It's just, you know, it's a valid strategy, and that's what makes this game so bad. Also, another thing that's really bad about this game, you can't jump over your opponent. Or at least in this version. You can on the Super Nintendo and Genesis. Oh, hey, this guy actually hits back, and he's got enormous range. Plus, he doesn't take long to do a combo. See? I was still stunned a little bit, I couldn't do much. So he might actually win this round. Yeah, he's gonna win this, because one hit, yeah, I'm done. I won't lose the entire match though, because I'm a bit distracted right now by talking. I'm just gonna concentrate because I won't lose. Sorry, I won't. It's Rise of the Robots, okay? A fucking kid could beat this, you know, a 2-year-old kid could beat this. This is a joke. Yeah. Funny enough, if you played the PC CD version, which is what I wanted to do, you cannot beat this game. I don't know if it's just my version. I think it's not just my version. That would be just too much of bad luck on my part, but it's incredibly hard. I mean, you saw the first enemy, you know, the first opponent, the loading droid? Like, that's the easiest opponent in any fighting game ever. And that one always beat me on PC, no matter what difficulty. Beginner, easy, medium, hard, he beat me every time. I remember on beginner, I played 10 matches against him. I lost all of them, you know, and that's 20 fights. Well, actually, no, I won one of those fights. I won. That was a grueling fight, and I had almost no energy left. That's on the easiest difficulty against the first enemy. That's a joke, you know. And then you have this on the Amiga, which is way too easy. Same thing goes for Super Nintendo and Genesis, by the way, and the CDI and the 3DO, which are all too easy and can be cheesed out like that, you know, with a simple combination of kick and jump kick. Um, but at least the Super Nintendo and Genesis version have scrolling screens, which is something, and you can jump over your opponent, which makes it almost like a real fighting game. You know, not to mention that there's some animation on the backgrounds, like a scrolling floor, you know, a parallax scrolling floor. That's pretty cool. And they have music during the fights, something that's strangely missing from this. Even though, like I've mentioned before, they have advertised this game so hard, like with the tagline "Music by Brian May," the legendary guitarist from Queen, and I'm like, whoa, great! I gotta have this. Bought the Amiga disc version, so yeah, I actually bought 3 versions of this. Didn't have the music except for the menu, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna buy it on the CD version because they said, oh, it's gonna be like the PC CD version. It's gonna have a lot of music and everything. And I'm like, yay! I buy it. It's exactly the same as the Amiga disc version. Exactly the same. You know? I was so disappointed. That's why I actually got the PC version later on, because I wanted to see the difference. You know, that's all there was to it. It wasn't because I wanted to play the game. And to its credit, the PC CD version looks amazing. You know, it's got a higher resolution, 640 480. You know, this is half of that. And yeah, it still has the same gameplay issues, and like I said, it's way too hard. You can't finish that game. At least I don't think so. I have never played against the second enemy, so I wouldn't know, since I've never even got there. But yeah, it's got more cutscenes, which is also a joke. This is the Amiga CD32 version. It doesn't have all the cutscenes. I mean, what the hell? As you've already been able to tell, every time you beat an opponent, you only get this still picture. Even the Super Nintendo version had an animated sequence after you beat an opponent. What the fuck, guys? What the fuck? This is compounded by the fact that if you look at the CD, it's 19 megabytes on the entire CD. The PC CD version is like 350 or something. So it's packed. But yeah, this game really, it's it's a piece of shit. And if you're wondering why I'm not talking about what's on the screen here, it's because it's really, it doesn't matter. Like here, agility, intelligence, intelligence high, power rating good, combat abilities good. Let's see how good his combat abilities are. This, by the way, is the penultimate enemy. You know, after this comes the boss. Well, you have to replay through every enemy before, but after this would come the boss. Let's see how good he is. He must be the best one so far, right? Let's see. Oh, I've got him pinned in a corner. How peculiar. Actually, this is the second easiest enemy in the game. Second only to the gorilla guy, who doesn't move at all once you have him pinned in the corner. This guy tries to do a spinning kick every now and then, but as long as you keep jumping, he can't hit you, but you will hit him. In all the time I've played this game, this guy's never once hit me. And I've played through quite a few times, just, you know, to get... This is like one of those games that's so bad it's good, like with the movies, you know? Only it's not really, but still. And he's never hit me, not once. Look, it doesn't connect. He can try, but he won't connect. See? It's a joke. Yeah. It's too bad that this is not animated, because, yeah, he's gonna push him down the ledge. Okay. And we go back to the beginning, in medium now. Let's see if this is going to be any harder. Anyone want to take a guess? Oh god, this game's bad. By the way, I don't know if you can hear this over my talking and everything, but the only sound effects you have, except for the, well, sound effects you get when you hit something, is, you have this hum in the background, like it's a machine humming, a machine hum. It's always the same, no matter which level you're in. And it's like on a broken loop. It doesn't even sound right. That's so bad. I mean, wow. Really? That's your background sound? That is, wow, I'm so disappointed in this game. As you can tell, I'm still being the shit out of the yellow guy, and if you look closely, you'll see that the blue cyborg loves showing off his ass. You know, you can see with every kick, his ass crack. I guess it's okay when it's a blue cyborg.